All right, we should be live, boys. We should we should be live. Um, I think Aaron is staying. Hold up, this is all my thumbnail stuff. I was just making a thumbnail. Just how to make a thumbnail real quick. Uh, let's see here. Oh gosh, I am so messing up. All right, let me just get my chat set up. Let me just get my chat set up. Oh my gosh. Alright, this can just freaking go. This can just stay. And this can just move to my left. Alright, we got everything set up. We're live. I think Aaron is staying, man. I think this was just a bunch of baloney. I mean, there's so many reports, there's so much to talk about. So it looks like Adam Schefter's news was based on multiple reports and not about Rodgers himself, not one single source. It was just based on like his post press conference and not addressing the media and not getting a new deal done and just knew it, kamikaze knew it. Yeah, it was just based on all this like stuff, and he just decides to talk about it on draft day. Like, I don't think he's going to leave because A, Aaron Rodgers is on contract, and B, he hasn't came and said it himself. And Schefter was the only one reporting it when this first happened. So like I don't know, it seems a little fishy to me. It seems pretty fishy to me. But sorry for some stream latency. I mean, I haven't looked too much into it, but I've just seen that Schefter said sources told him Aaron Rodgers' discontent with the Green Bay Packers has gotten to the point where he had told some people within the organization that he does not want to return to the team. I think these were just all rumors. It was draft month, and I think it's the media just loves to do this stuff. But Schefter told Dan Patrick on Thursday it wasn't that he got this info the morning of the draft and reported it. He heard various things about Rodgers leading up to the draft, and there was the talk that morning the San Francisco 49ers might have sniffed about the Rodgers trade, but we rejected that. So he was like, all right, I'm going to go report this story now. And it was nothing that morning that came in. Then all of a sudden he said, yeah, he wants out, you report this. And then he just reported it. It was just accumulating all this information during the off season. So this is quite the twist. And there's been a lot of tweeting about this, like, how dare you wait, clickbait, and so on and everything. But reporters have information is coming in all the time, and then they just choose to report it. So, I mean, I guess, like, a lot of people were saying he was unhappy, and Schefter was like, oh, I'm just going to, report on this now. Let me just close all these tabs because it's, like, kind of messing me up here. But, I think he's staying because he's under contract. Earlier, we were looking for QBs amid Aaron Rodgers reports, and everyone was freaking out like, "Oh my gosh, is Aaron leaving? Are they going to try to get Jordan Love a backup?" But I mean, 3 quarterbacks is like an ideal quarterback. 3 quarterbacks is the ideal amount of quarterbacks you want on your roster. You want your starter, your backup, and then another guy there. So, I mean, we're just probably looking for a guy to sit on the bench. Yeah, these are just all rumors, man. It's all spilling out. Aaron Rodgers, Broncos like, we're turning down all the trade offers. He's under contract. This is a new thing from Bleacher Report. I don't even know what sources to trust. Like, the media, it's not good to trust. Adam Schefter was just literally just collecting a bunch of information from the offseason and just assuming like that he wants out, but that's not true. So Aaron hasn't said him himself. The Packers are committed on keeping him. I'm pretty sure Aaron's going to play for us in 2020. I think he's staying, man. I think he's staying. Schefter, yeah, this was known before the draft, but it was just on a bunch of assumptions, And this was all, and it was just Schefter reporting from the beginning. a series of events as Rodgers. I mean, I don't think any team's going to pry him away from us. It doesn't seem like Aaron Rodgers himself is upset with the Green Bay Packers, at least. There have been reports that he said he's unhappy himself, and hopefully, um, I mean, this report says Aaron wants to win, not get Packers GM Gutekunst, James Jones. And then again, there was just a lot of reports on him talking to his teammates and everything. So this was very, very interesting. I don't think Aaron's going anywhere because he's under contract. These reports. Rodgers deserves better. I mean, where is he going to get something better? I mean, just look, he has the best receiver in football, which he has a great connection with, in Devontae Adams. He has a great offensive line, a top left tackle, a great guard, and a lot of guys that we can develop. Then he has a great tight end in Tunyon. And then he has a system he played really well with LaFleur. He has great running backs. He has a defense that has promising young talent and a new defensive coordinator. Like, what other team are you going to get better than that? Like the Buccaneers? No, they have Tom Brady. He's not going there. The Raiders, you go to the Raiders, their offensive line is all sold. And then literally, like, their defense is way worse. So, and the Broncos, like, I mean, they have maybe a better wide receiver room, but they don't have a Devontae Adams. We just drafted Amari Rodgers, but he is an also MVP. Yeah, he can. He has a lot of leverage. Rodgers has so much leverage, but I don't think he's going anywhere. That's just me. I think he's going to play another snap. This is all speculation. The media loves to blow this stuff up, man. If he goes to the Broncos, he doesn't have as good of an offensive line. He doesn't have as good of a defense. I mean, maybe he has a little bit better weapons and maybe about the same defense, maybe better, but definitely not as good roster-wise. So, like, where is he going? The 49ers maybe would be a better situation, but they have George Kittle, no Adams. I mean, they don't have an Aaron Jones at running back. Like, I don't know, man. I don't think there's many places that are better for Rodgers than the Packers right now. What happens if Packers really fire the GM? I mean, then we just go find a new one. There's not much that's going to happen this season, though, because we already had our draft. We already had our free agency. Um, Rodgers' desire was known before the draft. The Packers were looking for another quarterback, probably a third stringer. But if Aaron's really going to leave, then it was possibly a backup. But I think this was all fake. The media just loves to blow this up. I mean, it's still a possibility. Packers fans, don't get too comfortable because he could still leave and decide he loves Jeopardy, and we could just all be very sad, and it would suck. But I think he's here to stay. I don't think he's going to go to another team because if we trade Aaron Rodgers, that's like a $38 million cap hit, and then we're like $37 million over the cap, and then we get penalized and we can't sign guys or nothing. So we just have to start restructuring and cutting guys, and it would just put us in such a terrible situation. But then, so that's if we trade him. So we need to like redo his contract. If we cut him, then that's the $37 million cap hit, basically the same thing. He's under contract. Like, how are we? If he retires, then and goes to Jeopardy, that's really the only option. The other option is if Aaron Rodgers holds out and doesn't play a single game, which would be really stupid because I don't think Aaron Rodgers himself has said anything about this just yet. But the media, when a player just wins MVP, the media loves to, if something about it comes out that's controversial, the media loves to blow it up. But if Aaron were to sit out, he would lose money. I mean, maybe he is that kind of guy that would want to do it. But I think that Schefter was pressured into posting about this. Schefter was initially like the only person that it was just a bunch of assumptions, just like the Packers getting Jordan Love last year, and then Rodgers saying future is uncertain for a lot of you guys. And also another report that came out before I forget, I'll get to that question. The Packers wanted apparently offered Aaron Rodgers to become the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. I don't know where I could find this story, but I saw that they tried to new contract. Aaron Rodgers wants to win. No, apparently offered to make Aaron Rodgers the NFL's highest paid quarterback. So apparently we also did that, and that deal didn't get done. So we're really committed to Rodgers. I don't know what happens to Packers because they went back-to-back NFC Championship, and now they can't be able to keep their. We're keeping him. We're keeping the MVP. Because he really wants to win a ring, and that's what he'd try to do with some new team, the way Tom Brady did. But we drafted well. I mean, if you go to Spot Rack and look at Aaron Rodgers' contract, it's like a huge cap hit. He takes up a bunch of our money, and that's why we don't have that much money left over to go and get other players. And we have a lot of star players like Adams and Jair that we need to pay. So, and Aaron is not taking pay cuts like Tom Brady. Tom Brady is taking pay cuts so his team can go and retain all their players. See, Aaron Rodgers, $37 million cap hit. $37 million for just one player, 19%, 20% actually. That rounds up to 20% for just one player on our roster. So like, and then on the other hand, Tom Brady's like a $9 million cap hit. So it's like there's a reason why Tom Brady, because you look when these two teams played, it's like Tampa Bay has so much more talent than Green Bay, and they won both times. Well, it's because Tom Brady is on that cheap deal because he's not getting paid as much money, and he can just have whoever he wants on their team. And the highest cap hit is Mike Evans, $16 million. 9.4% cap hit for one player, 10% down, $20 million down from Aaron Rodgers, and Tom Brady is all the way here at fifth, and he is only a $10 million cap hit. Which is 5% of the teams. See, and him and his teammates are always working to restructure so they can just have cap space to re-sign guys like Shaq Barrett, Levante David to re-sign. They re-signed Antonio Brown. They re-signed Gronk. They re-signed Ndamukong Suh. They re-sign everybody. So that's how it. But what if we trade him after June 1st? I think that's on here. I think it would be less. Let me go back to the Packers real quick. Let's see. Post June 1st. I think we just click on this on his player thing. And then if we cut him post June 1st, I don't, where do you see that? Oh man, where is it? Dude, I know how to find this. I just, I don't know. This is so annoying. I wish I could know how to see this. I think it would be less. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would be less. But there's a out in 2022 where there's only $17 million in dead cap. That's what I know. But I thought I could find maybe it's right here. Roster bonus, annual workout bonus, NFC Championship, Super Bowl. No, it's not here. Dang it! I don't know. As in the past and present and future, there will be only one guy to take pay cut to keep his team together, and the name is Tom Brady. Yes, because Tom Brady is a winnerholic. He's an alcoholic. He's addicted. And he's not an alcoholic, but he's a workaholic. He's addicted to the game of football. He's addicted to winning, and he doesn't know a life besides winning a Super Bowl. He really doesn't, and he's gonna do whatever it takes. He loves practice. He loves earning less money because he has millions of dollars. Like, who cares? Once you have millions of dollars, it's like, I don't know, man. So once you have that, then it's like, I guess go and win. And Tom is smart, and he just goes and wins Super Bowls and lives his best life, you know? Um, so, like, I don't know, but I think this is I'm pretty sure I'm more confident Aaron Rodgers is going to be back on the Green Bay Packers. We're working on an extension. I don't know, but he's going to address the media sometime. But all those reports by Schefter were just based on assumptions and reports by other people. Just a bunch of things, not a single thing. And that's it. That's basically it. So I'm confident Aaron is gonna stay. He's under contract. The only thing that can happen is if he retires, but then we can terminate his contract, or we could trade him, but that would be stupid because we take a lot of dead cap, and all his teammates have different mixings, but he could retire to Jeopardy. He could hold out, but those are last minute resorts. So I'm sure Rodgers is going to stay. The Packers have done all they can to keep this roster together, to keep a Super Bowl team. So yeah, I'm confident he's going to stay. Confident, confident, confident. And I could not be happier with the situation we're in. I know your channel name is Packinals, but you truly are a Packers fan. But what do you think of D. Hopkins and J.J. Watt reunion? Love it. Absolutely love it. I was thinking about that. Everyone was saying Packers, Bills, Browns, and I'm like, DeAndre Hopkins is going to recruit JJ, and they both played together in Houston, and they came back. It makes sense. They went to a way better team, and don't sleep on the Cardinals. I'm going to make a video on that. Don't sleep on the Cardinals. We're going to do season predictions after May 12th when the schedule is released, but that's going to take me a long time, a long, long time. But we're probably going to do regular season predictions and then postseason. See if I can guess the Super Bowl right. Be some kind of genius. I don't know. Probably not, but yeah, I love it. I love it. Superstar pass rusher, superstar receiver. Just add all that talent to bring us to the Super Bowl. That's it. But that's basically it, man. The Packers offered him a contract reportedly to make him the highest paid in football. These rumors about him wanting Gutekunst gone is simmering down. There's just so many different reports, but it could all be baloney, just like Schefter's report is baloney that we found out. Jaguars will finally have a winning season or losing season. I don't know. I have to look at their schedule. But rookie quarterback, new head coach, you got to give it time. I think they're going to be probably 7-10, I think, with the 17 game. No, 8-9. 7-10, 8-9 for the Jaguars, I'd say. But that with Trevor, they improved a lot. But I think Aaron's gonna stay under contract. I don't think we're trading him to any team whatsoever. He's staying as a Packer unless he holds out or retires, which I don't think is. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, he's talked to John Kuhn, who says his futures conflicted in Green Bay. Speculations is running wild, but until I hear that the Green Bay Packers are listening what the value of Aaron is on the trade market, I do not see him going anywhere. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we're stupid enough to trade him. He's our MVP quarterback, and we'd be down a lot of money. So I don't see why we're going to trade him. As John Kuhn said, he was a former Packer. Um, but he says he's conflicted because he loves playing football and he loves to be a Packer. He watched friends leave. He watched Brett Favre's career towards the end. He's watched all these things play out. He's taken notes throughout his entire career. He's seen some situations that didn't feel were done or finished the way they could have. And he's just trying to take his own destiny within his own hands. And look, we're committed to Rodgers. He just won an MVP. We're just trying to keep the door open for our future with Love because Rodgers is aging. But I mean, I think Rodgers is going to stay, and we're going to have one last run, one or two more seasons to try to go and win that Super Bowl. If Rodgers somehow stays, then what happens to Jordan Love? Because right now Jordan Love continues to sit. He continues to sit. If Rodgers gets injured for whatever reasons, then Love would be our backup and take over. But he's going to sit, he's going to learn, and eventually probably be our starter. Oh, I accidentally pressed James. I meant Jones. James Jones, because he also had something to say about it. But there were reports, rumors flying that James Jones, Rodgers situation is not getting news about James Jones. Thinks, yeah, this situation is for sure way fixable. But if Love is on the roster, he's going to be our future of the franchise, probably because we traded up to draft for him. But Rodgers now, Love later. But after Love's rookie contract is up, we're going to have to pay him money. But for sure next season, unless Rodgers holds out or retires, Matt LaFleur even said the world is unimaginable without Rodgers, and everyone's like, we're so committed to him. So we're not letting him go. These reports seem to be kind of based on rumors, so I don't think it's going to happen. Like John Kuhn, Jones, who both of these guys know, this situation is fixable. He speaks with Aaron all the time, and he thinks it's fixable. He said the conflict isn't centered around Rodgers' contract or wanting the GM fired, which is what the speculation was earlier, which was an issue. But the former Packers receiver believes the situation is centered on personnel decisions made over a multi-year span, which we can fix. Specifically allowing several Packers veteran players like Jake Kumaro, a fan favorite, leaving, but we still have a championship roster, so it'd be kind of stupid for Aaron to leave. It's all about making sure you're putting the team in the best situation to win championships, of course. And Aaron has watched some key guys leave this locker room. That's not only beneficial on the field, but it's huge in the locker room as well. He mentions Julius Peppers, TJ Lang, Jordy Nelson. But, those guys are aging and they're not going to stay forever. But he's a 3-time MVP. He wants more input and included in conversations about players coming and going, which we can do that. But the Schefter thing, he waited until draft night. He gathered all these reports, all this speculation, and he just dropped it on our head. I think we tried to offer Rodgers a new contract, and we didn't get a deal done. But he's still under contract, so he's still going to be our quarterback through. Let's look at the Packers real quick. Load. No. He's going to be our quarterback through 2024, I believe. 2024 is when he's an unrestricted free agent. So that means when he's 41 years old, and Jordan Love would be also needing a new contract unless we extended his 5th-year option. But Aaron Rodgers played 16 years. Bart Starr played 16 years. Brett Favre played 16 years at the Packers. So there's a little historical number there, but I wouldn't base it on that. Okay, bro, have a good night, and take care. I'll wait for your games predictions. Yeah, after May 12th, when the schedule is released, I'll have to start grinding on that. But Rodgers under contract, stupid to trade him. Only thing he can do is hold out, retire. All this was speculation from Schefter. ESPN is kind of rocky. I wouldn't really trust them too much. I put my trust a little bit too much into that, but um, they things change, man. Reporters are pressured into releasing stories, but yeah, I think he's staying unless something goes extremely wrong. But we just had a great draft. We still have a great roster. He started Jeopardy. I mean, retiring and going to his fiance in Jeopardy could be concerning, but I think he's staying. He's going to be a Packer. Um, if things change drastically, we'll again address this, but I feel a lot better. But if he's unhappy about something else, then that's concerning. But I'm telling you, man, these things are it's just speculation. It's just the media loves it when a superstar MVP quarterback is disgruntled with their organization because it's like, ooh, people will notice me. Oh, I can make all this drama, and it's like, I don't think it's really that legit. So Rodgers staying. But we'll since my draft vids are struggling, probably sometime next week when I'm free, probably next weekend, maybe during the week if I have time, I'll live stream and just recap the whole draft because those videos take effort, and since they're struggling, like I don't know, I guess live stream will do better. Live streams do good too. Uh, so I'll probably do that, and then after the schedule is released, I'll do season predictions. I was working on Madden stuff, but I've just been busy of late, and Madden videos take a long time to edit, but I'm going to be on top of things. But thank you all so much for being here. Rodgers is going to be a Packer. I have no doubt about this, man. We were just signing quarterbacks for third string backup, just depth. You have to look for that. Media just blows things up, just takes multiple reports and just like puts them together and says, oh, he said this. But if Aaron addresses the media and things change, and he says, oh, I hate the Packers, then we'll have to come back on here. But as for now, it's looking all right. I'd say he's going to stay a Packer. So, yeah, he's enjoying Jeopardy. It's the off season. He said he could do both. I think he could do both. But I mean, that starting Jeopardy, it's pretty significant. It's kind of worrisome. But he loves football. He loves Green Bay. It's the only team he's known. The Packers are really good. Like I've said, they have a championship roster, and Rodgers is just the guy when he's at the top of his game is when we're really unstoppable. We had a great draft, addressed needs, got him a receiver, traded up to get him a receiver. Got offensive linemen to help keep them upright. We fixed holes on defense, at least address them. It's all depending on if these guys pan out. But and the thing is, we can't sign free agents because we have no cap space. In part because he's so expensive, such a big cap hit. But anyways, that is the latest on the Packers. There's so much going on. He's not going to get traded unless we have to redo his contract because that would be really bad for our cap space. And we'd have to get so much in return. And it just doesn't make sense. So, Schefter, don't trust you anymore. You were a legit source, but like you just pieced all these stories together and just made it look like, oh, Aaron just really hates Green Bay, and it's not like that. But if he comes out and says that himself, or says something weird, or another report comes out, we'll be here to address it, and I'll go cry. But anyways, thank you all so much for being here. It's been a good one. It's been a good stream. Just thought I'd get on here, man. Didn't have enough time to record and edit and stuff, and I don't know. I just kind of wanted to get my live reaction in there, but thank you all so much. Like and subscribe. We're on the road to 300. We're getting close. We're getting really close. But my views have been going down. I'll try to look into that. Comment down below what kind of or not views, videos you guys like more. Like the mixtapes. Do you guys like when I talk about anything? Or do you guys like it when I get the Madden gameplay? I'm trying to get back to that, but that's time consuming. But thank you all so much for being here. Comment what you think down below. See you in the next one. Peace out.